When you got problems around your house and you can't fix them, please don't fear. 'Cause you're only one click away from the handy engineer.
Hey folks, we're here today in our kitchen. We're gonna add some new pendant lighting above our island there, just like the ones we already have over the peninsula. So let me go through the details and we'll get started. So I've already got the new lights assembled. They're made up of a whole bunch of tubes, and you run the wire through them and all that. But then we got our Romex, our staples, we've got our stud finder, tape measure, our little laser measure here. I'm going to use that to locate where we'd like to put these in the ceiling. Some marking stuff, linesman's pliers, got some nice cutter strippers for our Romex, screwdrivers, utility knife, drywall saw, a little grabber. I'm hoping we can grab our Romex from inside the wall when we run it down there. Got some drill bits for cutting into our wall up in the attic. We've got our drill, and then just some various other stuff. We've got our light for when we're up in the attic, got our hammer and gloves, got our new boxes, and then the plates for the new lights, and then our tool belt for when we're up in the attic and up on the ladder. And then we got our ladder in place here. And again, we're gonna set them right up here. And then what we're actually gonna do is you can see I've kind of got marked where we'd like to have these on each side here. We do have to work around the roof trusses, but then we're actually going to use an existing switch right here. This switch turns on our light in our dining room. This one, I think it was set up for a fan, but it's no longer, or it never was used. So we're gonna run our wire down this wall, and you can see that our can lights are right at the edge here, and I'm gonna use those as a landmark to drill into the top of this wall. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and locate where we want to put our boxes in the ceiling and cut those open, and we'll go from there. So just a note about these, like I say, I kind of have these preset to screw on here once we're up in there. And you know, everything comes with a lot of wire nuts and whatnot. But these boxes are a bit interesting because you got this lip that has to go over the drywall hole. Meanwhile, you have all these appendages you got to get down into the hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the outer size, and then I'm also going to mark kind of the size of this. But again, we're going to probably cut in between the sizes of the outer and inner circle so that we can get the box actually in the hole. So should be fun and exciting. So I just marked from below with the laser where I would like to put the box, the center of the box. However, here is the roof truss. So I'm gonna move this over just enough to put the box adjacent to that truss, and then we'll adjust the other location appropriately. You can see I've got it marked right here. So we'll proceed with locating and cutting the hole. So we got our hole drilled, or cut. I'm just gonna shove the box up in here. That way I'm hoping I don't get a lot of insulation down in the kitchen here, so we'll give her a go. All right, we got her up in here. So key thing to note is, in this case, our fixture needs these going up and down, if you will. And so we snugged these up and got them tight. It's in there pretty good, so we'll get our other one in. Alrighty, both boxes are up. Now I'm gonna measure some Romex, so I can take up two pieces. One go in between, then one will come over and then down that wall to that switch on the other side of the wall there. So I'll get those measured and cut. I'm gonna mark them because I wanna be able to know when I have enough in that wall, and so it's not too far down. And hopefully I can grab it, quote, easy. We'll see how that goes. But let's get the Romex measured, cut, marked, and then we'll be up in the attic. All right, here's our load for up in the attic. My light drill with the greater than ½ inch bit to accommodate this guy. Got our hammer. I've got some staples in my little pouch here. I'm gonna see if we can handle this without wearing a belt. It's not a whole lot of stuff, and the belt can just get complicated up in tight spaces. So we're gonna give her a go. Alrighty, we've got the boxes sitting here. Got them wired between the boxes, tacked down. Now, we need to, you see our can light is right over in here, and we're going to be drilling just around that corner there, so we'll get that done. Alrighty, there's our box over there. We have our Romex trained all the way over here and down into the hole. We are hoping we have enough length there to let us pull it into the box, plus move the box later if needed. So we'll cross our fingers. Well, would you look at that? We've got wires coming in our boxes. I'm gonna wire these lights up, and then we'll tackle the more fun part of getting the other wire into the box. So just a quick view of prep for attaching the wires from the fixture. I went ahead and put these two together. Again, this is where our power is coming from below and then across to the light. To attach a single solid wire to a stranded wire, I typically kind of give it a little crimpy, a little up and down. That kind of helps it kind of stay in place when you actually put the wire nut on. So we'll keep on trucking. So what I discovered was, with 3 wires going in here, the wire nuts they give you are a little small. See, with the single or the double, it works fine, but 3, it just doesn't work very well. So I had some a little bit bigger wire nuts. I swapped out where we have 3 wires coming in there. And just recall, I twisted our grounds together up in here, so that's why I just ran one to the screw or the bolt here and one to the fixture. So I'll put the other bigger wire nut on and we'll mush on. Alrighty then, we got those babies up. Now for the fun part. So back at the switch now, we're gonna pull everything off, get the switches pulled out, and try to get a hole in the left side of this box, probably near the top. And with any luck, we'll see our Romex just sitting there, we hope. Okay, we'll get our breaker off here, number 14. Okay. No lights, breaker's off. So now you can kind of see what's going on here. This is the switch we're gonna reappropriate. It's got the red wire going to it. It's actually out of the same Romex. It's a 3-conductor Romex going up to the light. Here we have our power, and our neutral is back in here. We'll need to get to that. And we also have our ground way back in here. If we can just get it to cooperate, we will get that tied in as well. But now I'm gonna drill that hole up in this corner here and see if we can find our Romex that we poked down in there. Alrighty, breaker back on. We're gonna give it a try. We got our new black sitting right here. And we have our neutral tied in. We also have our ground tied in from our wire going up to the lights. So we're gonna give her a go. Okay, got some bulbs in there. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, it actually works. How about that? So I just got to button this up, and we will put that one in the books. And the final reveal. Ta-da! Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you found it useful. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Visit our website at thehandyengineer.com, where you'll find additional project details, including step-by-step instructions, detailed tool and parts lists, plus you can subscribe to our newsletter for weekly updates. See you next time.
'Cause you're only one click away.